We are honored to welcome Ms. Chan Lai Fang, Permanent Secretary Education, Ministry of Education, as our guest of honor today. A very good afternoon, Your Excellency, Hakan Jarell, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Embassy of Sweden. Guest of honor, Ms. Chan Lai Fang, Permanent Secretary Education, Ministry of Education and Chairperson, NIE Council. Ms. Loh Kagek, Deputy Director General of Education, Schools, Director of Schools, Ministry of Education, members of NIE Council, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. At this investiture, we have the privilege of presenting 499 beginning teachers from the postgraduate diploma in education programs. My heartiest congratulations to our graduates. Today we are gathered here to celebrate your success and your choice of a noble vocation. Colleagues and friends, please join me in a round of applause to celebrate our newest members of the teaching fraternity. Today is certainly an occasion for joy and celebration. I hope that your education at NIE will stand you in good stead as you take on the challenges of the classroom and grow in your professional calling. As we approach Singapore's 50th birthday next year, it is fitting that we celebrate the invaluable contributions of the pioneers in our teaching fraternity. They have set the foundations on which we are building our successes on, and it is important to pay tribute to them for the anchoring and enduring values that they have laid down. One such pioneer I would like to mention is the late Dr. Ruth Wong Hee King, founding director of the Institute of Education, which we now know as NIE. Dr. Ruth Wong, the eldest among 10 siblings, became a teacher at an early age. She chose to forego a scholarship and the chance to study abroad due to family circumstances. In teaching, she found her calling in life and did not regret this decision. She taught primary and secondary students and even continued teaching during the Japanese occupation. When she finally embarked on her degree studies, she chose education as her field all the way from undergrad to master's to PhD. Interestingly, I had the privilege of meeting Dr. Ruth Wong for the first time when I was a pre-university student. Dr. Ruth Wong was a volunteer in community where she served and often enjoyed interacting with youth. I last met her at Kentridge Hall, where she was a university hall counselor. I remember how she beamed upon hearing that I was doing my university studies under a teaching award, and how delighted she looked when she said, "Wow, you are going to be a teacher and a math teacher," because she too was a mathematics teacher. She shared passionately with me what it meant to be an educator, as well as her love and her concern for our nation's youth and children. I will never forget her mentioning that education is about people. It's all about people. They are not robots to be put through a system. Although Dr. Ruth Wong had the right to a scholarship, she chose to fulfill her responsibility to her family. And when she started to teach, she just wanted to be responsible to her students. These days, we often heard of people talking about all kinds of rights. But for Dr. Ruth Wong, the only right that she knew was the right of every child to learn. To Dr. Ruth Wong, every child is an individual with feelings and emotions, requiring different approaches to bring out the best in each and every one of them. As a leader in education, Dr. Ruth Wong was a trailblazer in every sense of the word. With her talents and dedication towards excellence as an educator, she rose through the ranks to become the first woman principal of the Teachers Training College. Her educational convictions were evident as she built up the Teachers Training College in just 2 years to become the Institute of Education, allowing us to grant our own degrees and even professorship. As inaugural director, Dr. Wong played a significant role in the early development of the Institute of Education. She laid the foundations of teacher education curriculum, widely regarded as Singapore's most well-known and respected educationalist. Dr. Wong's ideas have remained influential and enduring. Above all, it was Dr. Wong's strength of character, modesty, and compassion that made her legacy truly great. For her pioneering work and tremendous contributions to teacher education and the nation, Dr. Ruth Wong was inducted into the Singapore Women Halls of Fame this year. From the foundations that Dr. Wong built, NIE continued to grow under the directors that followed her, including more recent years, Dr. Sim Wong Kui, who sowed the seeds of research at NIE, Dr. Gloria Lim, who oversaw the introduction of degree programs, Dr. Leo Tan, who established and fortified the MOE-NIE relationship, and of course, my immediate predecessor, Professor Lee Sing Kong, who greatly enhanced the MOE-NIE-NTU partnership and brought NIE into international prominence. Today, NIE is renowned globally for excellence in teacher education and education research. Let us take a few moments to honor the great legacy left by my predecessors. I'm honored to follow in their esteemed footsteps. This year, we are introducing a new Teaching Scholars program and will introduce enhanced 4-year degree programs. We envisage the degree program to become the mainstay of teacher education moving forward. We aim to make teaching a choice profession in the minds of the young. More curriculum time will be devoted to values education, global content, and educational research exposure. Our aim is to lay the foundations that will elevate the quality and standing of the teaching profession in the long term. I urge you to come back to NIE to further your professional development and to become even better educational professionals. We will be working closely with the Academy of Singapore Teachers and the schools to roll out higher degree program and more customized in-service programs that are relevant. Education in the 21st century must educate the whole child, the whole person. Teaching involves guiding, facilitating inquiry, discovery, as well as shaping and molding character and values. Remember, effective teachers are not just teachers of the subject, but more importantly, they are teachers of the learners. Furthermore, as teachers, we are the preservers and the custodian of the values of our society and our nation. When I was attending a management program at the oldest university in the US, where Dr. Ruth Wong did her doctorate, I came across a very well-worn book called The First Book of Teacher Training. I recall the book mentioning 3 kinds of teachers in this world. And although it is written so many years ago, it is still relevant today. The first kind of teachers were described as teachers that need forgiveness. Because it would have been better for students never to have met such teachers. Because these are the teachers who destroy their interest and their esteem in learning. And that is why they are called teachers that need forgiveness. The second category of teachers are called the colorless teachers. These are teachers of whom teaching is just a job. They are there just to cover the syllabus. And as soon as the students graduated, the students don't remember them anymore. Neither do the teachers have much impression of the students, and that's why they are colorless. Now, the third category of teachers, these are called the imperishable teachers. These are the ones who leave an indelible mark in the lives of the students. They're the ones who fire their curiosity and interest in the subject, so much so that these students have as their life aspiration the kinds of subjects that the teachers have taught them. These are the teachers whom, when the students feel that they are helpless, give these students hope and inspiration, not only in their studies, but in life. I like the term imperishable teachers. Like the pioneers before you, I hope you embark on your new journeys as professional educators with the moral conviction, motivation to make a difference and to leave a legacy as imperishable teachers. Thank you.